I'm Karnak, and this is Star Wars Armada Explained. Today we're going to look at the Turbolaser upgrade card Spinal Armament. How do you know this card equips to the Turbolaser upgrade slot? You look at the bottom left hand corner of the card, and you will see the Turbolaser upgrade icon. This card costs 9 points. It's expensive. It reads Spinal Armament, Modification. The battery armaments for your front and rear hull zones are increased by 1 red die. This card currently doesn't have any errata or clarification for it. It's pretty straightforward. I'm just going to double check. Just make sure. Nope, no clarifications. So again, pretty straightforward with this card. It's like Enhanced Armament. Remember, Enhanced Armament increases your left and right hull zone by 1 red die. This is just the you do the front and the back by 1 red die instead. So what does that mean? Well, this actually adds to your initial die pool. Before I get ahead of myself though, let's talk about modification. So modification means you can only equip one card with the keyword modification per ship. So you couldn't equip like 2 cards that said modification. You have to choose which one you want. So this card increases your battery armament of your front and rear hull zones. A lot of people only ever remember, even myself, I only ever remember like the front. I hardly ever remember that it works for the back. And this is for your anti-ship armament. This die, it does not add a red die to your anti-squadron armament. It would specifically state that. A battery is for anti-ship. So for in this example, we're going to say this is the Crymoon, which already throws 5 red die from the front. So if you were to equip this card, you now would be able to roll 6 red die from your front arc. Obviously, it also rolls 2 blue as well. But in this situation, we're going to say, I'm only able to attack someone at long range, which is the red circle here. Remember, close range is the black clear part here. Medium range is the blue. Long range is the red. So if we were to be able to shoot someone at long range, instead of only rolling the 5 red die that's listed on the ship card, just pretend you got a little red Sharpie and you Sharpied on another red die. So you would be able to roll 6 red die out the front. Obviously, if there's obstruction or any other ability that reduces your battery armament, obviously you would need to take one off. But in this situation, we're going to say there's no obstruction, there's nothing else going on, so you would roll in your initial die pool 6 red die, because this is not an add effect. It's not added in after your initial pool, like something like with quad battery turrets. Or concentrate fire. This is part of your battery armament. So you roll the 6 die, and then obviously whatever modifications or other adjustments you can make like normal. Does this card has one other unique thing too? For example, if you're playing fire lanes, and you have to claim the objective tokens. This card does constitute adding it's part of your battery armament, so you actually would be able to use it when claiming an objective token on the objective fire lanes. Okay, so because it's not an add effect or afterwards, it is part of your initial die pool. So that is Star Wars Armada Explained for Spinal Armaments. Of course, if you feel like anything's in error or something is wrong, please be sure to let me know in the comments. Ask any requests for any other cards if you haven't seen me have that done already. Appreciate you guys watching. I'll see you in my next video.